Chris, and it is part two of Super Tuesday from the sold-out Rupp Arena in Lexington. It's the SEC on ESPN. And our matchup tonight, still ranked in the top 25, but barely. Kentucky at home against the Crimson Tide of Alabama. The SEC tournament starts a week from tomorrow. If it started today, here's how it would look. Florida winning handily if they haven't already won tonight. Tennessee, Kentucky, and Georgia would have double byes in Atlanta next week. That's where we'll be. Right now, we're at Rupp Arena. 15 feet if you ever watch him shoot free throws.
I hope he shoots one tonight so we can break down his stroke.
There's a way to start off senior night. John Hood.
The side of the ball right now when it's on the outer thirds of the floor. And then they get right back into that 2-3 look.
The other senior, Wilson, for three.
That's about as good a start as you could have, huh?
Yep.
Back-to-back seniors knocking down threes.
Tonight, but if you're going to start on senior night with your family here, knock down a three. And then get it to the other guard. Other side, left-hander. Another three. Kentucky leads.
Should they choose to leave early?
Job defensively by Dakari Johnson.
All season long, especially on the perimeter. Young and the two Harrison twins just can't go out and lock down a good penetrating dribble.
Nice follow by Dakari Johnson off a miss by Randall. The NBA spots they'll hit when their senior season is over. Here's Polson for three. Nice rebound inside by Aaron Harrison.
I think John Calipari is still holding them accountable, but trying to loosen them up at the same time, and it's not an easy thing to do as a coach.
See a foul on Harrison and that three-point play on the drive to the basket, but that's just me. Young lost it. Randall found it, and he has a chance for a three-point play.
Kentucky, though, continues to drive the ball into a crowd when the gap has it loads out of his hands. Watch Young. Really nowhere to go. The ball explodes in a lucky bounce to Julius Randle, and then his brute strength just takes over.
Off the side of the backboard, wouldn't have counted anyway. And now numbers for Alabama. Levi Randolph, and he has it blocked by Aaron Harrison. Saved by Polson behind the back on the baseline. Randall around Engstrom easily.
That's no match. Engstrom can't go out and take on any type of action off the bounce.
Just inside the three-point line. Trevor's got 11. Boy, and the lead's the biggest of the night now.
He played with good bounce, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. There's a nice answer on the other end by Andrew Harrison. Randolph gets it right back underneath. Cauley-Stein, nice defense, though, to block Taylor's shot.
Great play and a mistake made by Kentucky, and Willie Cauley-Stein, because of his length, erases the mistake.
Randall, that's what he does best.
Kentucky off of low post touches for Randall, and Willie Cauley-Stein off a ball reversal.
Absolutely. And there's another turnover. Rutherford lost it that time. Cauley-Stein comes over the ball. And now Harrison pushes it down, and Randall will flush it to tie it at 32.
Last 90 seconds, Kentucky has been that type of a ball club. Again, Willie Cauley-Stein erases a mistake. And then Kentucky in transition, especially with Randall, you're not going to...
First half, and they've had two in the last 2 minutes.
And that should never happen in the second half in front of your own bench.
Aaron Harrison. Kentucky has matched its biggest lead.
And not so much holding on to it and staring people down.
Here's a guy that really hasn't gotten off tonight after having a great week and a half. And another block shot by Cauley-Stein. That one on Levi Randolph.
Stein can protect the rim. He can get out and cover ball screens. And he can erase mistakes defensively. A lot of contact. It didn't get called that time on Kentucky's defense.
Harrison, three, got it.
How about the ball, huh? The ball never stuck. The ball got moved. The ball got shot on the third pass.
Percentage. Talking about Trevor Rutherford. That's why what we said earlier, and Jimmy just reiterated, one of the best players in the conference. Dakari Johnson, nice entry pass from Andrew Harrison.
And just a little bit of a ball fake and an eye fake from Harrison up top.
And Obazahan will come in for him, and that's going to change the complexion of what Alabama can do as far as working the basketball around, because and now Dakari Johnson off a missed free throw scores again. It's
But Dakari Johnson, I mean, he just steps to the middle and whips Taylor in front of the rim. And the building gets electric and full of energy, and then Kentucky comes down, and that's what really good teams do, Brad. Kentucky, they'll catch very few ball fakes. And anytime that thing gets below the free throw line extended or inside, good things have happened for him.
Young missed another three. Cauley-Stein inside. Good offensive rebound and an even better move. His first field goal of the night.
James Young on the first side of the floor, jacking up a three after the second pass.
Alabama on an 11-3 push right now to make it a one-point ball game. Dakari Johnson muscles one up and in.
They're trying to play the post one-on-one, and that's a big body against a thin body, and Johnson, the big body, is going to win that battle every time.
Big body to the tune of there on the Kentucky bench. Olsen had an open three and didn't take it. Young will take another from the same spot. Different result.
Different result because it was different offense. That was the fourth or fifth pass, and that time it was in much better rhythm.
64th three-pointer of the year for James Young, his first of the night. This one was big for James Young, his first triple of the night, and it's put Kentucky up by 6.
9 from the three-point line in this game.
But the one he hit was huge.
It was.
And Randall easily has another rebound, and we approach a minute. And there's been a sigh of relief, I think, at Rupp Arena right now. For the first time in 5 years. And Kentucky putting it back in order on their home floor tonight on their final appearance here in the regular season. And tell your TV provider, your cable provider, that you want the SEC network. Down to 30 seconds. Time running out on Alabama. Relaford, long three on his own. Halfway in, it came back out. And now Kentucky well aware that this one is going to go in their favor, and they'll go to 22-8, 12-5 to lock up the number 2 seed in the SEC tournament. And more importantly, give their fans a reason to go.
Yeah, but you know what? They still haven't answered the key questions that they have to answer. Who's the leader? What's their identity? And when teams shrink the floor on us defensively, what's our half-court man-to-man offense going to look like going forward?
That still wasn't very good tonight, that's for sure. But they'll take it. A survival game tonight. For Kentucky at home, they beat Alabama 55-48. Sports Center is coming up next for Jimmy Dykes and Shannon Spake. Brad Nessler from Lexington. Good night.